Hey guys and girls, my name is Alan, and in today's episode of Trailer Analysis we'll be looking at the recently released Uncharted 4 multiplayer reveal. Now this was shown a couple of days ago during the Paris Game Show week, and I really wanted to do the analysis at the time, but I was just busy with work and stuff, so I wasn't able to. But I've got a day off now, so I'm going to sit down, watch through this, edit it, and all the rest of it, and hopefully get it uploaded as soon as possible for you to enjoy. Now, there is quite a bit to talk about, so let's just get started.
Peggy 16.
Alright, so first up, scenery. Looks very similar to something we've seen in the story gameplay that was shown before. Alright, so the first notable thing is, well, as if you can miss it, the exploding statue. So it seems like there are some elements of destructibility with the maps. I don't think it's going to be massive. It's probably just, bits of cover, say, low walls like that maybe. Obviously things like the statues and stuff like that. So enemies can hide, but you can flush them out kinda, but you wouldn't be able to destroy, say, that massive stone pillar or that wall there or the steps. So I mean the map wouldn't be leveled by the end of the game, but the bits of cover will no longer be usable, sort of thing. Alright, so the thing about this trailer is they've kind of used all characters that are previously existing in previous Uncharted games or have already been revealed in the campaign for Uncharted 4. So obviously they don't want to give away too many characters because I imagine there'll be villains and heroes and whatnot that haven't been shown yet. But on the left we have Drake, on the right we have Sam, both previously seen, and front and center on the screen they're being shot at by an elevated enemy to the left there. Now as you can see there is a cloud of dust, and in the single player game when an enemy shoots at an object like a stone wall or something, you do see bits go flying off, being chipped away, and clouds of dust being kicked up. So it seems the same mechanic applies also in multiplayer, which at first, I mean, it looks good, that's the first thing to note, but also it actually seems to hinder your view on the screen quite a bit. So if enemy players work together quite well, they could not pin you down, but if one person is constantly putting down suppressive fire, and then one of their teammates can rush in or something, so it adds another, I don't want to call it tactical gameplay, but it adds another element to the game, I suppose.
Go ahead, make some friends. Explosive, go!
And I just mentioned that someone would run in, but his teammate stops firing just as he runs in.
Go, go!
Okay, I kind of ruined that. I was going to let the... kind of want to see this bit here, so I'll let this...
Explosive, go, go, go!
Okay, so two things to note. The time between the grenade landing and exploding seems to be quite short. In previous games, Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3, when you threw a grenade and it landed, it would take a few seconds before it went off, so you had time to escape. But in this game it seems as though it's either been reduced or grenades can now be cooked, as in they can be primed. So say it's a 5-second fuse, an enemy can hold it down for 3 seconds and throw it and it'll explode pretty much on impact. The next thing to note is that Sam has jumped down this sort of rock slope, and he's sliding down it, just like we've seen Drake do in the campaign. And there's also a rocky wall there, which I imagine he can grab onto. Now the question is there something like a dead drop at the end of this slope, and so he has to jump on the wall, or is there more to this map? So subterranean levels and so on and so forth. I probably don't need to tell you who this is, mostly because he's just introduced himself already, but this is obviously Victor Sullivan, and he's dressed all in green. Not really his colour if you ask me, but I don't know. And funnily enough, his gun is also green, so I guess possibly they're doing it for a reason. Maybe he just wants to be camouflaged on the map or something. Okay, so as you just saw then, he threw an explosive device. So this is obviously a new device to the Uncharted game. It appears to be some sort of sticky explosive, so my best guess is this is Uncharted's answer to Pack of C4. And again, it sticks and then explodes quite quickly. But I don't think it's a grenade, so Well, then again, it could be a sticky grenade. But then, again, the timer is really short on it. But more, I think it's probably a pack of C4 that's self-detonated by the player. And if you look at the destruction after, the wall is all charred, so that's quite a nice effect as well.
There's a match on our hands. Too much for you. Yeah, will not be denied.
Okay, so we'll just take it back a second. That there is Lazarevich, and he's using some sort of grenade launcher. Now, notice that when he shot Sully, I'll take it back a second, just to let you see again.
Yeah, will not.
Alright, he shot Sully quite close with the grenade launcher there. And in previous games, even if you were rolling or something like that, you would get caught in the blast radius, and you would suffer from the knockdown effect of the explosives. So does this mean that's now being removed, or does that mean elements of boosters like Team Safe are returning, so you don't actually get knocked down when you get hit with an explosive? Or maybe there's something else at play there that isn't quite explained yet.
Be denied.
Okay, so Elena returns, and if you just watch her weapon,
Be denied.
I do believe that is the Rafika returning. God, this frame rate is not very good. I do apologise. I'm not really sure why, but it's just because it was probably from a stream or something as opposed to the gameplay looking like this. But anyway, Elena returns, Rafika returns, and again, he was firing quite close to her, but she hasn't been knocked out of cover, so again, this makes me think that the knockdown has been taken out, possibly. Okay, so Sam was down, he did call it out. Elena sort of ran past and threw a med pack on the floor next to him, and as you can see, there's this sort of green burst. So this med pack obviously has a radius and obviously can be thrown, and it revives Sam. So it makes me think, I don't know, like, I'm curious to know if everyone has one of these med packs. As you'll see in some gameplay later on, some enemies have it as well, some heroes have it, so it's not just located to one side. Yeah, so there you go. If you throw it, and there it is on the floor, and he's been revived. It's a similar motion to being revived using the team medic kickback in Uncharted 3 co-op. Alright, so he gets healed, climbs the wall, and this is a new sort of melee takedown. And you probably recognise him from the voice already, but if you didn't, that is Cutter. Now he's rocking a sniper rifle. It looks like it's a bolt action, like a, I don't know, AWP, nah, could be an AWP I suppose, but it's probably some sort of scout sniper variant. And that's Marlo, who hasn't actually moved from the spot where she was shooting Elena earlier. The thing to note about this scene is it was a one-hit kill to the chest. So is this a power weapon, or is this a new sniper that actually does one-hit kills that aren't to the head?
What goes up must go down.
Okay, so as you saw there, the same again, another mechanic that's been ported over from single player to multiplayer, and that is using the grappling hook to swing from location to location. So I'm assuming he could have swung to this pillar here, but instead he swung towards Lazarevich, has activated the melee motion, and obviously goes on to take him out.